In the African wilderness, power is everything, and no creature wears the crown of dominance like the lion, the apex predator, the so-called king of beasts. With rippling muscle, sharpened claws, and a roar that echoes across the plains, the lion commands respect. But behind those golden eyes lies something ancient, primal, fear. Because even the king knows there are things he cannot conquer. Today, we reveal the 5 animals that lions fear, not because they're mythically powerful, but because, in the brutal logic of nature, some enemies fight with size, others with numbers, and a few with pure, unpredictable chaos. These aren't just rivals, they're nightmares etched into the lion's instincts. The ground shakes before you hear it. The wind carries dust, and through the haze, something enormous steps into view. A full-grown African bull elephant, over 12,000 pounds of unstoppable muscle, intelligence, and fury. This isn't prey, this is a monument of nature. To lions, elephants are off limits. They've learned this through broken bones and crushed prides. One strike from those 8-foot tusks could impale a lion clean through. One stomp could turn a predator into pulp. And unlike other herbivores, elephants don't run, they confront. They've been documented chasing off lions, not just from their calves, but from entire watering holes. And sometimes they don't stop until blood is drawn. Lions may test their targets, but with elephants, they don't try. The risk is too great. Even an arrogant young male will hesitate when a bull elephant enters the scene. But what cements the elephant's place on this list isn't just strength, it's intellect. Elephants remember pride territories, they recall attacks, and they retaliate. This isn't a dumb beast. This is a calculated tank, and even the king of the Savanna knows when he's outmatched. Call it the Black Death. The Cape buffalo is not the biggest animal in Africa, but it's among the most feared by humans and lions alike. With curled horns, piercing eyes, and over 1,800 pounds of raw force, this creature isn't just strong, it's angry, always. Lions often target buffalo, but it's a dangerous gamble. Isolate the weak, and you feast. Pick the wrong one, and you die. Buffaloes don't just defend, they fight back hard. They charge, they gore, and they trample. A lion can sink its claws into one, only to be flung skyward like a rag doll. And they don't travel alone. A single bellow can summon the herd. Dozens of raging tanks bearing down with horns ready to rescue their own. Lions have been chased up trees, pinned to the ground, and even crushed beneath buffalo hooves. And when a herd gets going, it's not defense, it's revenge. You can see it in the lion's body language. When facing a Cape buffalo, even the king moves more cautiously, more strategically. The battle is mental as much as physical. Lions respect the buffalo because they know one misstep, and the hunter becomes the hunted. They cackle, they circle, they outnumber, and for lions, there is no creature more irritating or more dangerous in a pack than the hyena. A single hyena is a pest. 10, a problem. 20 or more, that's a death sentence. Hyenas are cunning, brutal, and incredibly social. A large clan will stalk a lion for hours, waiting for weakness, an injury, a lone lioness, or a kill ripe for the taking. They wear down their target with psychological warfare, biting the back legs, snapping at the tail, harassing non-stop. And the noise, the manic laughter, the screams, it never stops. Hyenas don't fear lions, they challenge them, and they win more often than you'd think. Lionesses have been killed defending cubs or food from overwhelming packs. Even male lions, large and deadly, sometimes retreat when surrounded. The ancient rivalry between these two predators runs deeper than survival. It's territorial, it's personal, and it never ends. The hyena doesn't need to be stronger, it just needs to be everywhere at once. And when the odds tip too far, even the king must back away from the swarm. Few animals inspire as much caution as the white rhinoceros. It doesn't roar, it doesn't chase prey, but when provoked, it charges with a thunderous fury that can turn a lion into a stain in the dust. Weighing up to 5,000 pounds and armored in leathery skin nearly 2 inches thick, the rhino is a tank with legs. Lions might attempt to attack young rhinos if they're starving, but this is suicidal without precision and numbers. Adult rhinos don't flee, they don't bluff, they bulldoze. Rangers have reported seeing lions flung into trees, impaled, crushed, and the rhino just keeps walking. Unlike elephants or buffalo, rhinos are often silent before the charge. No posturing, just a sudden, deafening sprint at 30 miles per hour that no lion can outrun. Even the boldest lion pride doesn't want that kind of smoke. The white rhino doesn't fight for dominance. It fights for survival, and its method is unforgiving. It slithers unseen, it strikes without warning, and even the boldest lion recoils at the faintest hiss. Welcome to the world of Africa's deadliest killers, the snakes. They're not huge, they're not loud, but they are lethal, and lions fear them like no other. The black mamba can deliver venom that shuts down a lion's nervous system in minutes. The cobra blinds, paralyzes, and kills slowly. Even the massive African rock python has been known to crush lion cubs with coils that tighten like death itself. Lions learn early to respect the rustle. They leap away, circle back, and often abandon kills if a snake has claimed it. It's not just instinct, it's evolution. Generations of lions have died from a single bite, and now, deep in their DNA, snakes trigger a fight or flight response like nothing else. The silent strike, the flicker of a tongue, the shape in the grass. These are the subtle horrors that haunt even Africa's fiercest predator. Because a lion may dominate the open plains, but when it comes to the underbrush, the snake rules the shadows. So there you have it, the 5 creatures that make even the mighty lion hesitate. The elephant, pure power and intelligence in one unstoppable frame. The Cape buffalo, rage and revenge with horns sharp enough to end a legacy. The hyena, a swarm of strategy and terror wrapped in laughter. The rhino, nature's bulldozer with a weapon on its face. And the snake, silent, cold-blooded, and always ready to kill with one strike. The lion may be king, but in the wild, power is relative, and survival means knowing when to fight and when to fear. Which one shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts below, and if you love learning about nature's most savage rivalries, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and stay wild.